Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look at the magic. We're going to look at the magic. There's a lot of really intense energies going on over the course of the next couple of weeks, and I kind of wanted to see what the magic was that was surrounding you and how to best utilize this energy. So you have two cards coming out already for the key to the situation. One of them is the masking of hidden feelings, and it comes with serendipity. Bright prospects are here on the horizon. We're going to pull some more cards to clarify. That's an interesting combination. Because the heart space is the place where we're supposed to be open and receiving messages. And I just want to see if you are if you're afraid to hope. That's what it feels like. It's almost like you're afraid to hope for the thing that you want the most. Okay, this card insists on coming. Okay, so the card that insisted on coming was Medusa. And Medusa, she's having a run right now. Right now, Mars and Uranus, as I'm recording this, are exact conjunctions tomorrow. But we're going to be in that energy for the next couple of weeks here, especially of Uranus with Medusa there. And it says, jealousy will lead to your downfall. But we have, let your intentions be known. That was the primary card. Behind it is this jealousy that's kind of sneaking out, right? And so I think we're talking about relationships here. It could be a business opportunity, but it's something where you got to put yourself out there. And what is your intention? Is your intention to put yourself out there because you want to offer something beautiful and sweet and amazing, or are you afraid of losing out on something, like the fear of missing out energy, right? And the key feels like to remember that you can produce whatever you are considering, whatever you are thinking about. And so your ability to really tap into the real reason why you want to do something, why you want to make a choice, why you want to go for something, is going to be what creates the energy around the situation that is manifested. So when you are creating something for the joy of creating, you create joy. When you're creating something for out of fear of missing out or out of lack or something, then you just create more opportunity to experience that energy. And so this is why we're always being told to focus on feeling the joy, experiencing the joy before it happens, so that we seal that energy in, and that's what we manifest and we create. So when you have serendipity here, it says bright new prospects are on the horizon, right? Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Hold that energy in your heart, and allow that to be the energy that guides you here. Here in where you're seeking information, you have the Chimera, which is your imagination clouds your judgment. And so it's almost as though you are seeing, much like a Libra would, both sides. No wonder you're getting two cards. One really positive, one really not so great, right? One challenging. We'll go with the word challenging, right? So one very hopeful and opportunistic, and the other one challenging, and it feels like maybe that won't work out. And so which energy are you going to choose to feed? Because that's what's going to determine the outcome, right? And so right now, let's make a pact. You and I, oh my gosh, I'm recording this while the moon is in Libra. All right, so let's do this right now. Let's make this pact that we are going to focus on the good stuff. When we are considering things, when we are planning for the future, when we are in that state, we're going to feed the hope, we're going to feed the optimism, and while we are aware that there are other possibilities, and if any of those little things creep in, it's okay, because we know by focusing on the hope that the solution to manage any little bumps, hiccups, sometimes they feel like massive bumps, mountains, but they're saying don't make a mountain out of a molehill. So just what it feels like doesn't mean that's what it is. And so when we focus on our ability to manifest and to create our own magic in our life, and it starts with the conversation that we have in our heart space, right? And so your imagination clouds your judgment. If you are focusing on the lower vibrational energies, that's what's going to come through, right? So this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. So this is about your thinking. Your thinking, overthinking, it feels like, right? And that can happen. You're an air sign. Of course that can happen. Pluto is in retrograde over in Aquarius, trining your sign. It's having you do this little bit of a review energy, but it's flowing to you, right? About reviewing something and working it out in your mind. And don't let yourself get distracted. Because also trining your sign for the next year is Jupiter in Gemini. And Jupiter in Gemini is supporting you with an expansion energy. And Jupiter's a very positive planet. And so, but it will amplify whatever you are thinking about. That's what it's going to amplify. So let's amplify the joy. Let's amplify the good things. So here in the heart space, we have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Holding this dream in your heart, and maybe this is really coming through, but you might be like, it feels delayed. It feels delayed. A lot of things are starting to feel delayed. The energy was really clicking, and then Mars moved into Taurus and slowed everything down, and planets have started, the big planets have started going retrograde. Not the personal planets. We've got Mercury about to do a retrograde, but the personal planets are all moving forward. It's the outer planets, which means that outer circumstances around us feels like more obstacles to overcome, more things to navigate through. But here, it's your belief system that matters, because in the energy of the obstacle to overcome, you've got triumph over adversity. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. And how do you transform this situation? We have the sun. That's how you're going to transform the situation. It says your perseverance is rewarded. You have triumph over adversity. Your perseverance is rewarded. Sorry. I'm looking at this hourglass, right? It feels like things are going slow. There is an action that you need to be taking right now. That action is to continue on the path that you're trying to manifest and create. To not worry about what feels like time is slipping away. Time is of the essence. But if you'll notice, there's way more time at the top than at the bottom. So you still have plenty of time. It does seem like it's going to take more time. But what action can you take today? Right? Sometimes things feel really big and overwhelming, and there's so much to do, and you're like, I'm never going to be able to do all this. I'm never going to get all through this. This is such a big project. This is such a big ask. This is such a big dream. This is such a big whatever, right? But what can you do today? Because when we start breaking it down into bite-sized pieces about what is today, what is my action step today toward this big dream, this big goal? Just do one thing a day, whatever it is. Make a call, pay a bill, research. Don't get caught up too much in the research, they're saying. But research, because sometimes then that starts the questioning, which is best, right? The research is about coming up with what doesn't, to research what is not going to work, and to narrow it down. They're saying to 3, and then someone else says 3 to 5. I don't know. I have a big spirit guide team here for you guys. Hold on. Okay, they're saying the 3 to 5. But then you want to go through and narrow it down to 3. Do you have someone you can collaborate with that can help you to take it down even further, is what it feels like. All right. Oh, look, you have the rainbow and the starry night. So rainbows only come after a storm. I love to have beauty in my life. My wishes grow big like a tree. Whatever this is, it's a big dream after difficulty. And the more you nurture and grow your dreams, right? My wishes grow like a big tree. Trees will pretty much grow if the soil is fertile wherever they land. If you don't cut them down, if you don't try to stunt their growth, they'll grow as big as they can. As if their roots can spread, they will continue to grow bigger. In the area of resources, you have your luck will change. So I feel like things are shifting and changing and coming in for you. But this is in the future. And that means that right now you have to take this action. An action every day, doing something, not wasting a grain of sand. Your dream deserves your attention. We got the dog, right? So, I'm a cat person more than a dog person, but dogs love me. They're adorable. But to me, dogs are like small children. They need constant attention. They're cats. They're like, oh, I need something right now. Pay attention to me, and then they're gone, right? I kind of like their teenage attitude, but dogs are like small children. Your dream is like a dog. You give it what it needs to sustain it, to grow it. You nurture it. You love it. You treat it with kindness. You will be receiving in return loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. Dogs don't want a lot, but they want attention. They want food. They want water. But mostly they want you to love them. Mostly they just want you to pay attention to them. That's what makes them grow. That's what's going to make this dream grow. So you don't have to do a lot every day, but you have to be consistent, persistent, show up for your dream, give it what it needs each day to keep moving it along to allow it to grow. In your heart space, you have the seer, your intuition. This is knowing in your heart what's the next best move, what's the next best thing. It says follow your intuition. This is about you trusting you. You trust in your higher self. So when we have the minstrel, which says, let your intentions be known, you say to the universe, this is what I want. And I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I don't know all the details, and I don't know all the steps. But I know how I'm going to feel when I get there. And that feeling, sit in that feeling for a couple of minutes. Really feel into the feeling. All the joy and the sense of accomplishment and the sense of satisfaction and the sense of accomplishment, right? That comes from whenever this dream is manifest into reality. That's what you want to focus on right here. And then follow the intuitive guidance as to what it is that you next best steps are, because your outcome is the unicorn, which tells me this dream is a rare opportunity that's filled with magic. And I know that with the South Node in your sign, it's been like, yeah, there's been a lot of loss. But you're getting ready to. You've got a new moon eclipse coming up in your sign. October 2nd, I believe. What can you do between now and then to get yourself set up for success? And then really establish with that new moon. Really establish that this is the dream and the goal. But you're already establishing it as you're nurturing it along the way. We've got Mercury going in retrograde. It's going to retrograde from Virgo back into Leo. And that's so that's like the next 8 weeks. We're going into shadow this week, and the retrograde period is 3 weeks in retrograde, and then 3 weeks out, so that's 6, and then on either side there's about a week and a half of shadow. So 8-9 weeks. And what is in 8 or 9 weeks? It's eclipse season. And so this is about you using this to go back over the plan, to recalibrate, to redirect, to refocus, to rebuild, to recommit to your dream, to your goal. You are your biggest obstacle. This imagination, this fear that things are not going to work out the way you want, this energy right here that's creating, it feels like a stagnancy. They're showing me like a pond that the water's not moving, and so all the mold and the algae grows in it. You need to get the water moving, you know? And so how do you do that? Well, you stick an aerator in it, right? It gets it moving, and it gets things going in the direction that you want to go. It bubbles up. That's that effervescence. That's that joy. It's pouring joy. It's oxygenating. Yeah, easy for you to say, water. Putting oxygen into the water. All right. The card you have is a challenging card coming forward. So I really want you to focus on the fact that you have good fortune and friendship here, and your luck is changing. But what's going to change your luck is going to be your attitude. I cannot stress that enough for you, Libra. I cannot stress enough for you that you pick the side of positivity and you focus on that and you nurture that. So blocks, fears, challenges, feeling betrayed, challenges resonates to freedom from fears, negativity, blockages. Residing in a denser dimension can cause the lower self to succumb to fear-based emotions. This clearing and transmutable ray assists the self in breaking free from uncertainty, negative thoughts, isolation, and all emotions that's preventing the soul from progressing forward. Emotional blockages and powerlessness are vanquished by this potent ray. A once cold and challenging existence is now replaced with light and faith in the power of divine intervention. It is going to be your belief that the universe loves you. It is your belief that you are held in unconditional love and support, and that your ability to live in a limitless abundance is just the truth. No matter what circumstances you currently find yourself in. Nobody who's on planet Earth right now incarnated to live in misery. We all came here to figure out how to find joy. That's your destiny, is joy. So, if you're feeling blocked, stuck, or afraid, don't succumb to the negative thinking, even when you feel trapped or stifled. There is light around the situation, even if you can't see it. So, you have lapis lazuli and black pepper. Lapis lazuli, I don't have one here. It's a very beautiful blue stone. I might have it in a bracelet. You know, you can purchase this easily online or in any crystal store. This is a pretty common one that's easy to find. And then black pepper. Use black pepper on your food, and when you do, use it because you know it's going to absorb the negativity out of all the situations in your life. Make clear your intentions. He's also noticed there's music involved here. And so I do think you can raise your frequency of energy around you by choosing to play happy songs that lift your spirit, right? And so Libra, you've had a rough run, I'm not gonna lie. South Node's never a fun experience. But what is happening is that energy is shifting. You have one more new moon eclipse happening in your sign. The last full moon eclipse in your sign is actually next April or March. It'll be in March. Okay, and then you will have completed this whole situation. The node moves into Virgo. South Node moves into Virgo on January 11th next year. So just a few months away. But there'll still be another eclipse, another chance for you to completely release and let go and step into the integration of the energy that is coming in. But what starts right now for you is choosing every day to love and honor your dream and your goal and doing that one step. And this was a long video, so thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm over on Facebook every day. I do the energy every day over there and pull cards in. If you'd like to come over and join me, leave me a comment here. And join me over on Facebook and be in a drawing for a free reading. I'd love to see you there. You guys take really good care of yourselves. It is going to be your attitude that is going to make all the difference. All right? Talk to you soon.